Blair started this program, what was it, 2 years ago? And in 2 short years, we've won a couple of state championships already, and that's just an outstanding accomplishment, how much time and effort she's put into this program, and to have these students up here and going on to represent New Jersey at a national competition, I think just speaks wonders to her not only her classroom teaching, but how much time she puts in with these kids after school. So thank you, Ms. Blair, for all your efforts. And thank you, everyone. That's all we have for Freehold Township.
Thank you, Mr. Donahue. Thank you, Mrs. Hilley. Next up, we have Freehold High School, and I see our principal, Mrs. Linda Jewell. So Linda, kindly come up.
Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to all the students who are receiving recognition this evening, as well as to the parents. It's really a joint kind of family honor to be here tonight. I'd like to invite up also to the podium Mr. Matt Shepard, Mr. Ben Tobias, and Mr. John Lackas. I'm not sure that Coach Lackas is back. He coaches dual sports, and he wasn't sure if he was going to get off the golf course, and I guess he's not. So. We're going to begin. I'm going to ask Coach Shepard if he will acknowledge one of our outstanding wrestlers from this past winter season.
I'm here today to honor senior wrestler Josh Davis. Josh was a holiday tournament champion. He was a District 21 champion, and he was the first 2-time district champion of Freehold since the mid-1960s. Josh was a 3rd place finisher in Region 6, qualifying for the state tournament. And down in Atlantic City, he was the first Freehold wrestler to win a match since 1965. So Josh is our all-time leader in wins. He's got 109, so let's give Josh up his congratulations.
And next we'll have our boys basketball coach, Coach Ben Tobias.
Good evening. I'm here tonight and have the distinct pleasure of awarding both of my senior captains with our district medal for being 1,000-point scorers in their 4-year career. Both young men have played for me for all 4 seasons at the varsity level. And this year they were major contributors, obviously, to our 21-6 overall record and 11-1 in B North, claiming our first boys division championship in basketball since the 1995-96 school year. The first young man, along with scoring 1,000 points towards the end of the season, was also awarded many end-of-season accolades, including first team All B North from the Short Conference Coaches Association, first team All District from the News Transcript, as well as 3rd team All Shore from the Asbury Park Press, Lance McKenzie. And our second 1,000-point scorer this year and team captain has also been a team captain for the last 2 seasons. Finished up his career scoring 1,251 career points. Based on our records, that puts him 3rd all-time at Freehold High School in scoring. He was awarded from the Short Conference Coaches Association, first team All B North. From the News Transcript, first team All District for the 3rd consecutive year, and from the Asbury Park Press, first team All Shore as well as first team B North, and finally from the Newark Star Ledger, he was awarded first team All State Group 3 as well as Monmouth County Player of the Year, Christian Garcia. Thank you.
We're also very proud this year that for the first time in our school's history, we had 2 swimmers take an all-state championship. Emily O'Neill is out of town. She too is competing in the nationals, where we understand that she placed 3rd nationally in the 200 backstroke and 8th in the 100 backstroke. So she had a very successful weekend down in Florida. Emily was on the Monmouth County, the Shore Conference, and NJSIA state champion, and she was on the all-state swim team. So it was quite a year for this young woman, and she is a very, very talented swimmer, as evidenced by her success at nationals this past weekend. Our male, even though she's not here, she really deserves it. Our male all-state swimmer, Joe Galeen, is also not with us this evening. He is here. Oh, well, good for you. I didn't see you today, so it's so nice to see you tonight, Joe. Joe, this is amazing to me. Joe never swam competitively before he entered high school. Now, when you think about that, and then his senior year became an all-state swimmer, what a talented, gifted athlete. Joe also was the state champion in the 50 freestyle and made first team all-state, as well as Monmouth County Shore Conference championship. So Joe, please come on up. We have some fall athletes who received recognition after the fall awards program, and so I'd like to acknowledge their accomplishments that I guess finally made the papers and all of those polls that are done along about December or so. And the first would be Jennifer King. Is Jennifer here this evening? Jennifer is a 9th grade student, and as a freshman, she made the first team all-state section in floor and beam, and the first team all-state in floor. So, both a sectional and an all-state champion. I mentioned that Coach Lackas could not be here this evening. Coach Lackas is currently, as I said, coaching golf, but he was our boys' soccer coach. And he took a program, along with commitment on the part of the athletes, that wasn't supposed to do very much. And they went to the state sectional final, and it was as a result of his efforts and the time he so generously gave, Coach Lackas was acknowledged as the Monmouth County Coach of the Year for boys soccer. So, I will see you when he does this. Up there with boys soccer, Anthony Pira. Is Anthony here with us? Okay. Anthony was in the first team all-state in boys soccer. And another outstanding athlete who is competing outside of the state currently. She's been on national competitions and even international competitions. First team all-shore in field hockey, Emily Wold, and this is a young woman who we are going to be hearing a lot about in the coming years as a field hockey player. I have never seen quite such a talented field hockey athlete. She is very, very exceptional and very committed to the sport, and that's why she's not here. Tonight she's competing again out of the area. And finally, in the fall, we had first team all-shore, also had been invited to the Meet of Champions, Mackenzie Roche, and that would be in cross country.